Thank you, Colette, for letting us speak today. I'm the cousin of Anthony Grainger, who was executed on the 3rd of March this year. I'm spearheading the campaign, which is growing. It's going really well. We've got quite a lot, but we need you to help us, to support us, because the only way we can make a change is for you to make that change with us, because we can't do it on our own. That's one thing we can't do. As you've seen in the film, there's never been one conviction. Since 1969, there's been over 6,000 deaths in custody, not one conviction against the police. I've just come across Azelle Rodney, who was murdered in 2005, so it's been 7 years, and he was shot the same as our Anthony in London, and the police officer had to step down from being an armed response officer, but he's still on duty. He's still on duty today, and his case has never gone to inquest. We're still waiting for him to be, to be tried, but it's never going to happen because of the system. The problem with the system is the police protect the system, and the system protects the police. Yeah. Until we make that change, it's never going to change. The system is protected against them, which protects them against us. But the police are supposed to protect us, protect and serve us, which they don't. So we need change, and it's got to come from the people. The people. We've got to unite together, and the only way to fight and fight back. It's the only way it's going to be done. Also, Kingsley Burrell, he got murdered over a year ago. He was with his son. He walked into a shop. A gang followed him into the shop, and they walked back out the shop. They've gone back out to tool up to go back in to shoot him, but they've gone back into the shop and realised he had his son with him, so they've walked out and left him. But at the time, Kingsley rang the police. The police come, obviously they'd all gone. So Kingsley said they've just gone check the CCTV, they were here, so that he got into an altercation with the police, saying you're mad, there's something wrong with you. So they ended up arresting him. They took him straight to hospital. They injected him in his head. Because he thought the police told the hospital he was insane, and then 3 days later he's ended up dead. I think he got a call from the police come, and then he ended up dead, so he's been took away again. Another person been took away. So since 1969 there's been 6,000 deaths, and like I said, there's not been one conviction. So it's time for change, and I'm hoping, we think we've got the police on the run at the minute with our campaign, because we're one step ahead of a lot of families, because we ended up getting the statements from the police because they made 2 mistakes. They left 2 survivors who were in the car when Anthony got shot dead, and them survivors obviously are the witnesses. The problem with the witnesses is they've been catted off, so nobody can get to them. Nobody can get to them at the minute until they get released. Anyway, so I'd like to pass you over to our Marina now, who's going to speak, which is Anthony's mother.
Thank you, Colette, for today, and thanks everybody for coming. My name is Marina Schofield Ahmed. My son Anthony Grainger was executed on the 3rd of March 2012, my birthday. I'm speaking here today for everybody that has lost loved ones through police murdering them one way or another. Especially Mark Duggan's family, because 1 year on and still no answers. My son died 6 months after Mark Duggan, so this government has not learnt any lessons from his death. My son was sat in a car park doing nothing when all hell broke loose. They killed him instantly. The other 3 are still in custody. These police caused mayhem to a small village in Culture that cold March night. I want answers, wouldn't you, if it was your son? I can promise you this, I will leave no stone unturned till I get justice for my son and his children. Where there's no justice, there's no peace. There's certain things I want to scream out about my son's case, but I'm unable to. I can't, it's the stuff of nightmares. But as long as I live, I will not let these animals, because that's what they are, animals, get away with killing a beautiful son, brother, and most of all, a dad to his 2 children. What they done to my son that night, they didn't count on me. Yes, me, his mother. I'm going nowhere. I've told the IPCC, the CPS and everybody they have picked on the wrong mother this time, because I'm going to be their worst nightmare. The only way they will shut me up is to kill me, and if they do that, I will come back and haunt them. They got one of my sons lifed up and executed the other one. All I can say is bring it on. I'm ready. I'm ready for the biggest fight of my life. Justice has to be done. Murder for the animal that shot him and joint enterprise for the rest. Let's see if they get a taste of their own medicine, meaning joint enterprise. I've just heard yesterday they have indicted my dead son. They've indicted him. I've told CPS if he carries on with this, when, and they will, when they get charged with my son's death, I want him charged with conspiracy as well, or joint enterprise, but that's GMP again, trying to bully a prosecutor now. Thank you all for listening.